Hi everyone, so I'm going to be hopefully doing a very quick deck of panning finale. I am on a filming spree right now, even though I'm like under the weather and my voice is sounding kind of crappy, but I just like have the motivation, so I'm going to seize it and go. I am like almost done with all of my products, and so I thought I would just come on here and just share with you how I'm ending it. Is I've pretty much all done. I think by the time I'm filming this on the 2nd of December, so quite early. I really flew through a lot of these goals, and then I'll definitely complete my actual goals by like the 20th for sure. So I think I just want to come on here and show you guys how I'm ending this project. This was such a fun project by Emily and Max. She was inspired by BookTuber. I was all in on it starting actually last November. So I've done this project for a little over a year, just kind of rolled through it. And it's just been so fun. I had my own custom deck of cards. I kind of did things a little bit my own way. And I plan on continuing this next year. I think I heard that Emily might be bringing it back, but maybe she didn't confirm it. It's just in my head because I'm already planning for it. But correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, let me get into my update. Let me show you the one product that I didn't meet my goal on. It was a cream or liquid product, and I chose my CosRX Snail Mucin Essence. And like this is all I have left. I don't think like it's tilted on its side because it's literally just that much left. And I'm so proud of this. Like I've been using it definitely a lot more. I feel like in the past few weeks, I found a way to use it both morning and night. And so that's kind of, and like using it as my sole serum. So I think that's helped me move it along. So I think it honestly should be done by the end of this week. But sometimes I honestly find it more fun to see the very last few drops of a product than it completely empty. So that's kind of why I want to hop on here and just like show you the last few drops. I think it'll last me till the end of the week. And then that one is done. This one lasted me the whole year, honestly. But I just pulled in the product, I think, last last update. The next one was a really fun prompt. I think I got the Queen of Hearts, and a Queen of Hearts means that you can pick any prompt from the hearts like column. And I have this challenge for myself where I just combine as many as I can, even if it's a bit of a stretch, but just like for fun and to be creative in that way. So I combined the prompt sentimental, newest, pattern, indie, and in it for the long haul. Some of it was a stretch because it was just came in the last update, but I knew that I would be working on these products like long haul in the future, like not for this project specifically. And I chose my new Monet palette that is sentimental because it's sentimental in a kind of a weird way because this actually used to belong to Still Steph, and when I first saw her show it, I immediately like went online and searched it up and like lusted after it. I was like, maybe one day I can have a palette like this. And when I actually got to meet up with her in person, she was so kind and decluttered it to me. I'm hoping it was a win-win for both of us, right? And so, and of course, this kind of has a pattern as this is based off of artwork. The actual like palette itself has a bit of a pattern on it. And I had the goal of using it 13 times, and I did that. Not that you could really see much progress, but I did wear away the Monet on here. And then, as you can see, the glitters have a little bit of wear and tear. And actually, it's because, unfortunately, the glitters on here are the moving glitters, so like they move all over your face. And I don't really use like a glitter primer. I don't use enough glittery shades to, I think, justify that. So I ended up actually using these on my nails, and it's so pretty. I have a, this is, oh gosh, this nail is so ugly. I'm not going to show you guys, but it's really pretty on top of nails. That's all I can say. Um, so yes, so I reached my goal. Honestly, looking forward to reaching for this more. It's a really interesting color story that I wouldn't have designed for myself. I mean, of course, this wasn't designed for me, but I think it says something about, this is a Japanese company. I think it says something about the Japanese like aesthetic towards makeup, and I think that's really interesting to experience because it's not like the bam pow colorful shimmer ultra glittery, in terms of what a lot of American companies or like Western beauty is, but I think this reflects a bit more of the Japanese style of makeup. Not that I do it that way, but like in terms of like their colors and the finishes and the color payoff, like that type of stuff. So that's been really cool to experience and hope to continue to use that. Okay, enough rambling about that. My next prompt was focus, and I had the goal of hitting a second pan on my contour topper, which is actually an eyeshadow, and I did it. So I had this huge pan already, and there was a huge dip on this side, and so I managed to hit the second pan, and there it is. And I've expanded it just a little bit, so I'm gonna keep working on this. I actually have another shade in my collection that's very similar to this, and this actually works quite well as a contour topper, so I'm really enjoying this product as a whole. Next prompt was spray, and I think I was just boring and just chose my setting spray 12 times. I did that. Not too much to report there. Next prompt was most recent purchase. And if you saw my update, I was like flip-flopping about which one to do, and I actually chose my most recent Freedom palette insert that I purchased, which is, it comes in these MAC ones, and they actually like rock out of the palette. So I decided that I would franken shadows and put them in the Freedom palette, and I did that. So this is not exactly all the shadows that I franken, but this is the insert in a palette. And what I ended up frankening was all my shades from this palette. So this one's completely empty. And I've talked about it multiple times over the last few videos. So I'd really encourage you to look at my last few videos for how I did this. And then I also have a dedicated short to where I kind of like did a time lapse and a voiceover about how I press these. So that was a really cool process. I reached that goal. Kind of a weird activity type thing for this last one, but I was like, I feel like this fits my branding very well. And then the kind of rollover products that I have in the last few times was to finish my cleansing balm, my Sephora one here, and it is done and dusted. There's actually have a little bit that's in a travel pot that I like decanted out of there, so I'm not going to count that, but I think for the sake of this project and just in my life in general, this packaging is out. So feel very, very accomplished about that. So that is my update. Relatively short and sweet compared to probably my other videos. But I am, one, excited to wrap this up a little bit early because it's one less thing to think about for the month of December. And I want to be, I think I want to be kind of like more panning free this month. So I'm glad that's out of the way. But also that looking back on this year, like this project was so fun and allowed me to be creative in so many ways. And I think this is the project that helped me to start posting, and then also helped me to be consistent and to just be creative, because this is the project that also inspired my Panoply project that I created. And just the aspect of like actually gamifying panning is really cool to me and really creative to me, and I just took that on its own spin for myself. And so so if you want to join me on the Panoply, if you really enjoy deco panning and you want to do more gamified project panning, join me on the Panoply Project Pan, or just like check it out. I think that's kind of my one call to action that I have in any video that I post. It's just like, just check it out, because honestly, it's just fun to poke around the page, and I love checking it out from time to time and just being like, let me see what the dice gives me randomly, or what does the wheel give me randomly, even if I'm not like really playing. So it's fun nonetheless. There's been people playing on it, honestly, across a lot of different platforms, mainly here and Instagram and Reddit. So yeah, feel free to join me there if you're missing some sort of project, some game project, and you can join in anytime. There's no start date. There's no set updates either. Super flexible. But anyways, sorry, I got on a tangent about my game when this is Emily's game, and it was very good, and I intend on coming back and joining back in next year. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I have another video to film actually, so I'll see you in that one. Thanks so much for watching.